Okay, last boss in the Whisperwind Cove. I actually think that this fight is easier than the train, for one reason that I will explain when we get started. The only thing that's changed is that my ninja has gained 1 level. Okay, the trick to this fight is surviving the first 10 rounds or so. Don't worry about haste or anything like that. You just want to get set up as fast as possible. Yes, I'm using heal helmet with my ninja. Because damage at this point doesn't matter. Because once you survive for the first 10 or so rounds, he really can't do anything to you. If you do this right. And this is why. He has an extremely powerful physical attack, but that's basically the only thing he can do to you. For the first 10 or so rounds of the fight, you'll just want to stack Fog 2 over and over and over, protecting the people who are important. This fight is going to be extremely long, so prepare for a long one, viewers. You're going to want to keep your HP high early on, but the longer this fight goes, the less of a chance you have of getting killed. So if something goes wrong, it's going to happen in the first few rounds. Just prioritize protecting your healer for now. You'll know when to stop casting Fog 2 when he starts doing minimal amounts of damage to your team. This is basically the only thing he can do that can ruin what you're doing. Now, from my experiences, transfer actually misses a lot. I think I just got a little bit unlucky was all. So I'm going to establish that on him again just to be safe. Where is it? See, you see how the damage went back up to the way it was? Like, once you get set up, transfer is the only threatening thing he can do to you. And when he does that, pretty much you just have to set up on one character again, since it only hits one at a time. Deathgaze has a lot of instant death spells like Rob, Scourge, and the like. But if you have pro rings on everybody like you should, those attacks should always miss. I think for the most part we should be in the clear. Yeah, we're getting there. I think I just need to use Fog 2 or 3 more times. And you can see how high his defense is. Actually, let's have the ninja start getting haste going because he's not doing very much damage. So 1 heal staff should be able to take care of it fine. So I'm just going to keep having the knight cast Fog until everybody's hasted. Fog 2 from Red Wizard. heal staff from Black Wizard. Yeah, we should be in the clear now. I would like to get at least one more in. Because with enough fogs, you can actually reduce the damage this guy does to 7. Now we should be able to get going. Just want to get a couple more in. Really, you can't do anything to you after you get this much protection set up. So we should have just one more character to haste. Yeah, even the Black Wizard is going to get in on some of this. And hopefully this will be the last time I have to use the healing staff for this whole fight. See? 7 hits, 7 damage. He can't do anything to you now. Alright, everybody's hasted, everybody's fogged to death, so what we're going to do is we're just going to have everyone attack and put the rest of the Black Wizard's MP into Flare. Now the thing is though, your Black Wizard is eventually going to run out of magic, in which case she will just have to start using the attack command, and it won't do very much damage. It'll probably do under 100 every time. The only reason why this fight takes so long is because Deathgaze's defense is really high. Alright, now that we're in the clear, I'd like to bring up some things that are not related to this game. Namely, my recent gap. Well, it won't be recent at the time of this upload, but I haven't been uploading videos as regularly as I would like to be because I haven't gotten a chance to record as much. At the moment, I'm finishing up the last classes for my Cisco certificate, and they're getting to be pretty intense. So I've had to spend quite a bit of time working on those. Not to mention, the professor has actually prevented some internship opportunities, and I've been trying to get into a couple of those. If I do happen to get into an internship, and I hope I do, because I would love to have the experience under my belt, then I definitely won't be able to update with any sort of regularity. I'll still upload at least a couple videos a week, but I'm definitely not going to be able to record with any kind of regularity. I definitely won't be playing on Cockatrice as much as I used to either. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've played a game of Magic on Cockatrice in a weekish. And back before things started to get this busy for me, I'd been playing Magic online almost every day. And of course, there's all the things I do, like for the student clubs and that. I've got a lot of things I like to do, and basically what I've had to do is pick and choose the ones I want to do, since I just don't have time to do everything. It also doesn't help that I'm one of those people that absolutely has to get 7 hours of sleep minimum every day, or I just will not function. We've also been getting bombarded with snow in the last few days, and I've had to go out and shovel and snowblow the walks a lot more often than I'd like to. There's, of course, helping getting ready for the golf league that my father co-runs, I believe, now. And I'm going to be participating in that this year. So come springtime, I may have to put my channel on a hiatus, other than uploading the one video a week or so minimum required by my sponsor. By By the way, my revenue's gone up quite a bit in recent days, and I love you guys for that. Keep up the support. I really appreciate it, and eventually it'd be awesome to be able to get a new machine from, well, all your, I guess, indirect contributions, I want to say. Oh, great. Oh, good, it missed. Yeah, this spell is the only thing that can really be a problem. And also for the retro LPs, when I finish uploading videos for this game, I'm thinking of just uploading a second retro LP alongside Super Paper Mario, mainly due to just lack of time to record. I mean, I would love to record another game, but I just don't think I can at the moment. See, another problem with getting into the networking field is I may have to move away from my hometown, and my folks are kind of dependent on me doing little things around the house, and like their yard work and just a lot of things they can't do because they're in their 60s. And even if they weren't dependent on me to do things, I would still live with them because I love them. They don't really understand all that goes on the internet, specifically with regards to my YouTube channel. Matter of fact, they actually think what I'm doing is illegal, but it's not. They don't understand how copyright law works or anything of the sort. Matter of fact, about all my dad knows how to do is turn on and off a computer, use a word processor, and browse the internet. Half the time when something goes wrong on his computer, I have to come up and fix it. Like, he just doesn't use his common sense when browsing online. It took me 9 years to convince him to use a browser other than Internet Explorer. And one of the stupidest things I saw him do was I put Google Chrome on his machine and made it the default browser, and when he asked for help with his machine and I saw what browser he was using, I asked him, why are you still using Internet Explorer? And he was like, that's where all my favorites are. And that's the browser I've always used, and I've never had any problems with it, so what am I doing? Yeah, he supposedly never had any problems with Internet Explorer, which means he got really lucky, because most of the viruses you see out there target platforms running Internet Explorer, just because that program, back in like version 7, had so many security flaws it wasn't even funny. Like, oh, I guess we're out of MP for that, so I guess I'll use Ice 3. I don't know, it doesn't matter at this point. Once the Black Wizard runs out of MP, you can just hold the X button down, and you'll basically win the fight. Anyway, I was talking about how it took my folks so long to move over to a new browser, and he said he didn't like Chrome And then I showed him Firefox. And I've gotten him to use Firefox. It appears that all the security features of Firefox, like the automatic prevention of redirects and that, is annoying him, but he doesn't understand how good of a security feature that is. Especially considering that about a year ago, he got one of those fake antivirus Trojans or whatever it was, and he thought it was his real antivirus. And I'm like, okay, let's fix this. It wasn't even that hard to fix. If you know the fix to it, those programs are more annoying than actually destructive. I got one of those on my old machine, and one on the machine I'm currently using. But the only reason why that destroyed my old computer was because I didn't know how to deal with it before. The machine I'm using right now is definitely a lot slower than my desktop. But it works fine for like editing and such, except for the screen resolution. And I kind of need to have a laptop for like college studies anyway, because then I can take my laptop into class and take notes on. Oh, there we go. Well, that went enormously faster than I thought it would. Yeah, this fight's really long. And we get the Lightbringer sword. This is a sword equippable by, I believe, just Knight and, oh, wow. Wow, is the Lightbringer really Red Wizard only? I guess it is. Well, it gives the Red Wizard a massive amount of evasion, 57, and it casts Fade when used as an item in battle. But there's one more thing at the bottom of the Whisperwind Cove. Before heading out, don't forget to go in this room and open this chest, because this contains the Ultima weapon, the second most powerful blade in the game. And if you're playing the Dawn of Souls version, it is the most powerful blade in the game. It can be equipped by any character and has massive amounts of attack power, but just like the Atma weapon in Final Fantasy VI, it deals less damage if you aren't at full HP. Well, that'll do it for the Whisperwind Cove bosses. I'm going to level up so that I have 999 HP on all my characters, because I'm going to need it for the 2 boss fights I skipped. So I will see you guys back at the bottom of the Life Spring Grotto with a much higher level. See you later!